Hey Run Junkies, recently I got a question about how I stay motivated to get out and go running all the time. While this is a complex topic and it varies from person to person, there are a few ways we can boil this down into some basic points and strategies. So let's talk today about how to get motivated, stay motivated, and the tips I use to get it done every day. Like many other endeavors, we want to ask the question, why am I taking this on? Do a little soul searching to find out that why. Is it for medals? Are you motivated by medals? Are you wanting some bragging rights? Is it to improve your health or play with your kids without getting winded? Make your why something specific, then write it down and put it someplace that you can see it every single day. Mine is because I know I can, and I'm going to go prove that to myself. Next, make a goal for yourself, something specific and attainable, like I'm going to finish my first 5K in 6 weeks, but you don't want it too specific. I'm going to finish my first 5K in 6 weeks and I'm going to do it in under 30 minutes. Keep the goal easily attainable, but still enough of a challenge, because once you reach that goal, it's just going to propel you to the next one. Then the next time you can just set your sights farther out. For me, it's a finish line. I have to have a finish line on the calendar. That's what gets me up and running every single day. Next, come up with a list of things that will help you reach those goals. Maybe it's finding a training plan, hiring a coach or a personal trainer, running or walking 3 days a week. Whatever that list of things that will help you get that goal, you may not check them all off your list, but it's a good place to start. Small steps on the journey are still going to get you there. Developing a plan is like having a map of how to get to your destination. Find an accountability partner and set positive language. Find someone who you can chat with and tell them how it's going, the good and the bad. These people should be supporting you and not criticizing you for what you're doing. They should love you enough to say, hey, how's your training going? And listen to you when things aren't going bad and all you're doing is complaining. Someone who will ask you, hey, how's the training going? When you haven't actually been accountable to them in a while. If they come back and ask and you have to actually be honest, it kind of spurs us to get going a little more. Also, I am begging you to please remove a few phrases from your vocabulary. The first is, I'm slow. No, you're not. You're really not. You're not slow if you're up and moving. Start shifting that language that compares you to someone, anyone else, and focuses on how you are so much better than you were yesterday. Instead of saying, I'm slow, you can say, hey, look what I did today. Another one I would encourage you to change up is, oh, I have to go running today. Instead, say, you know what? I get to go running today. Start making it a privilege rather than a chore, and you might be surprised how your motivation builds. My personal favorite motivator is having a training plan. You can find free training plans online. There are tons of social media groups out there now that offer well-structured plans no matter what your goal is, but find a way to make that training plan visible, highly visible. Set reminders on your phone, whatever it takes to make sure you are seeing what is part of your day. Make it a scheduled appointment part of your day to go and get that workout done. I have two methods of planning out my training calendar. The first is that I put all of it in Training Peaks. This is the planning app that I use. It's something I've been using for a long time. I will work every single workout into the calendar. Then Training Peaks sends me an email every single day of what I've got going on the next day. Then I pull those workouts back out of Training Peaks and I put them in a paper planner. And those workouts sit near the top of my list for the day. Training Peaks also has a nifty feature that I really like, and it'll tell me whether or not I've done enough according to what was planned. If I only do 50% or less of what was already planned for the day, Training Peaks will turn that workout red. If I do between 50 and 80% of that workout, it will turn yellow. And if I do 80% or more, it turns green. I like to see that sea of green. Set smaller goals monthly, weekly, and daily to keep that long-term goal fresh. Keep coming back to your why. Weekly goals might include, hey, I'm gonna do 10 miles of walking and or running this week. Or maybe you do 10 push-ups 3 days this week. Or maybe every single day you wanna get in 70 ounces of water. Again, accomplishing each one of these is a small victory, and every small victory leads to bigger ones. Join Facebook groups of like-minded people with similar goals, challenges, and victories. It's nice to know that we aren't alone when we're having a really bad day and a cruddy workout and we share it on Facebook, and all of a sudden you have 1,000 people who are saying, yeah, been there. Been there. Trust me, it gets better. And it's also great to have a place to share your victory. You know what? I just laid down my fastest mile ever. This is awesome. And then so many people will cheer for you. Share your challenges and celebrate victories in social media. That's really what it's there for. Log every workout, but not just time and distance and whatever data your watch decides to pick up. Also log how you feel before, during, and after your workout. Jot a few notes like, oh my gosh, my legs felt like lead today, and I really can't believe I got through it. Or you can say, you know what? I feel like a Greek goddess today, and I can conquer the world. Write all of that down. Because when you go back and look at your training log, you will see all of the challenges and victories, and you will see how far you've come. Time to find the awesome. Your goal is here. Make every attempt to achieve what you set out to do in the first place, and believe that you can. And then celebrate. There is no greater feeling than achieving something that you weren't even sure you could do just a short time ago. And then do the whole thing over again. For me, after my third sprint triathlon, I started getting bored and I wanted to go farther. So I signed up for an Olympic, which kicked my butt. Then after a couple more of those, I got bored with that. And I kept pushing distance and pushing speed and growing and challenging myself every single time. Keep raising the bar for yourself. The result of all of this, coming back to what motivates you, is that when you are patient with yourself and consistent with the steps it takes to reach your goal, you will find that your motivation shifts and all of a sudden you are more motivated every single time. Your priorities shift. You actually want to go out and work out, and it becomes part of you. And no, it doesn't happen overnight, and it is not always easy, but trust me, the victory is well worth the challenge. So what do you think? Is there something you do to motivate yourself, or are you struggling to get motivated? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions for future video in the comment section down below. As always, give me that thumbs up if you like this video. For more information about how you can get motivated and stay that way, please head over to gofindyourawesome.com for so much more information. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Go find your awesome. Until next time, happy running.